Okay. We're live, we're live. Hey, guys, it's Old Man G here back again with another but quick match preview. I haven't been doing a lot of these, but just thought it was a bit of time to kill. I thought I would do this just before the City game, where hopefully I will be going to watch Manchester United play Manchester City tomorrow. So stay tuned for some live vlog stuff and what have you. So um, it's a big game. We've done about 20 minutes. It shouldn't hold be too long. So obviously to the right of me, you can see a team. I will remove the United versus City match preview thing of the red bomb because that sort of obscures a few things. So, but before I get into the team news anyway, this is a big game. This is a very, very big game. We have City and then we have Tottenham back to back. And it's ironic because it was only December, wasn't it? I think it was December, around December time. And we had obviously Pep, who they were still obviously chasing City, still chasing Liverpool. We had Spurs, who had just obviously got Jose Mourinho, and Solskjaer was on a bad run of form. And basically, you had a situation where it was a question of if Solskjaer loses both of these games, he's getting sacked. There was a general feeling that with how bad United were going, that he was going to be sacked. That was what was going to happen. And yet, somehow, some way, somewhere, he won both those games. He went to the Etihad, won. Everyone was like, right, okay. And then Spurs came, obviously with a rejuvenated Mourinho, and he still won. So it's interesting. It's going to be similar to kind of like how, at least I feel. How can I put it this way? It's even more important now. Let's put it this way. It's even more important now that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer basically gets the win for Manchester United, certainly against City, because we're obviously in hunt for a top four race. With teams around us like Wolves and even Tottenham, both of those teams actually drew today. Obviously still waiting. Arsenal obviously won, but I really don't think that Arsenal is a strong enough team for this top four race. So really, it's Chelsea and it's Sheffield United, and Sheffield United just won, obviously. So they obviously have climbed up the table. Obviously, they've got a game in hand as well. So, but again, we still have to play them as well. But it's a big game. It's a big game. Do I expect Manchester United will beat City at Old Trafford? I'm not 100% sure, if I'm quite honest, because we've had such difficulty beating City at Old Trafford for some reason. We go to the Etihad and win. I think we've obviously beat them twice already this season. First in the Carabao Cup, first in the league and then the Carabao Cup. So we have that ability to beat them. But for some reason, when it comes to Old Trafford, I cannot remember the last time that United actually beat City at Old Trafford. I cannot. So I'm going on there tomorrow, and I'm hoping that there'll be a change, because if we do beat Manchester City at Old Trafford, and then bearing in mind that obviously Chelsea, I think Chelsea on Sunday as well, playing Everton at home, and that's going to be a difficult game because we struggled against Everton. And Chelsea at home at Stamford Bridge have been having issues. Yes, I know that they beat Liverpool, but still, so this Everton team is going to be difficult. We might potentially, if things work out, get into top four. So we'll see. But anyway, let me just go into to my starting lineup, at least what I feel should be the starting lineup anyway. And just as you can see, I would start obviously with David De Gea. David De Gea for me starts in goal. I think there's no question about that, really. After that, it's interesting. There's like injury doubts, obviously, for Harry Maguire. He is an injury doubt right now. But the word is that he will be fit. He's trying to sort of be fit. So I put an asterisk or an injury asterisk by him, because with him and also Wan-Bissaka, there were injury scares this week. And I think that fingers crossed they'll be fit, because certainly for Wan-Bissaka, because I'm not sure whether Dallo is great going forward, caused some problems. But defensively, you know, can he deal with City's front three? I'm not 100% sure, though Wan-Bissaka can, you know. So I'm hoping that the Wan-Bissaka and Maguire fit. But those are two injury scares right now. Ollie has kept quite quiet about both of them. So fingers crossed that means that, you know, they will be announced. The only thing I would say is that if Maguire is definitely not fit, I can easily see Baye coming into this game. You know, I would certainly be confident Eric Bailly stepping in for Maguire. I wouldn't have a problem with that. And if that meant that Harry Maguire, because Harry Maguire, and if you saw the chart show earlier, had a very, very good a game against Everton, especially from defensive clearances. Although City are not necessarily, you know, City are not necessarily a team that scores many goals from headers, to be honest, or from a lot of set pieces, really. You know, they kind of work it. So I'm not sure how good Harry Maguire would be in that respect in this game. So we actually need him to score from set pieces more than defend them. So that's where we go. But that's the team I think. As you can see with the formation, the formation is actually the diamond formation that we went with against Everton. I feel that Ollie probably will start 3-5-2, but I think that this diamond formation actually suits us a lot better, in my opinion. Just because I feel that we need the game against I think it was the first Carabao Cup game actually. Pep Guardiola learned, let's put it this way, you know, so this whole 4-2-3-1 thing, he you know, it was you know, once bitten, twice shy type of thing, in that he wasn't going to make the same mistake again. And in that Carabao Cup game in Old Trafford, he overloaded United's midfield, dominated us there, and caused a lot of problems, you know. So I don't necessarily think that the 4-2-3-1 formation will work. But possibly 3-5-2 might work, possibly. So, but in which case, I would suspect that you have to play. I don't think you can play Lindelof, Maguire, and Shaw. Maybe you can play Lindelof, Maguire, and Shaw as the three. I would prefer Baye coming into that if they're going to play a three at the back, personally, because I just think that my concern it was that it's always been with Lindelof and Maguire is that both those guys don't have enough pace. They don't have enough pace. If Gabriel Jesus or Sterling or any one of them sort of runs at those three, as we've seen when we play the back threes against, I think even it was Club Brugge and a few others, they just bypass it and then just outrun us. So, you know, I would be very much in the mindset of if we are going to play back three, that Baye comes in for the pace element and the ability. But for me, I think I should go with this diamond formation. Obviously, Luke Shaw comes in at left back. Wan-Bissaka, right, if he's fit. Lindelof there. Matic, obviously the deepest line holding midfielder, who's been doing a very, very good job for us. That's fair enough. Then obviously I would put Fred on the left, not on the right, because that's where he's more comfortable. McTominay on the right, Bruno Fernandes in front, then Ighalo and Martial up top. That's what I would go with personally. Obviously, it's not how we usually play, but I also think that maybe Ollie is looking at this formation as a means of potentially bringing Pogba in, because, you know, if Pogba was fit, I could easily see, looking at that formation, I would probably drop McTominay out of there and put Pogba on the right, and see what happens. And then potentially, you know, you can almost go from a 4-3-3 almost, or 4-1-2-3, whatever. That's just the way I see it anyway. So this formation certainly is a formation that we can bring. The only issue is width. We don't really have any width in this formation. But to be honest, against City, we don't really play with width anyway. You know, times that we've played, it's really been more counter-attacking, quick counter, quick transition. And in order for us to basically capitalize on this time, we really need to have some control, not complete control, but some control in the midfield, so we can quickly transition a ball to Fernandes, who can then create chances, obviously, for Ighalo and Martial. And that's important. I think the last point I'll make regarding Ighalo and Martial, because this isn't going to be a long stream, is I know where he goes with Greenwood, but I just think that you need at least a proper number 9 up there. And Martial, while Martial's been a solid number 9, I do think you need Ighalo there. You need Ighalo, because Ighalo is going to stay there. He will need service, and hopefully Fernandes will help to create that service. But sorry, but you know, the Greenwood and Martial pairing up there just didn't work because both of those players are more so wide players, in my opinion. So for me, Ighalo's got to start as well, man. I mean, you know, Greenwood, you know, Greenwood's got potential and he's still got potential, but I just think in this game, I think Greenwood would be a person to bring on towards the end. But I think for now, what I would say is, I think you just go with Ighalo, with just the form that he's in, and just to build that confidence as well. And just imagine how happy everyone would be if Ighalo basically scored. They'd be absolutely over the moon. So fingers crossed, Ighalo can net for us. But Ighalo and Martial for me are the top, are the people in the front too. Wazzy Ski Jumping, hey man, how you doing? In the comments, shout out to your buddy. I'm just about to wrap up this stream because just a brief match review. So please leave your thoughts in the comments. But yeah, let me know what you think about whether you feel that this formation is actually right for Manchester United. Like I said, I just think that we shouldn't go the 4-2-3-1 route because I think Pep has already learned from that, and this is why we got bantered on the first leg against City in the Carabao Cup. Matic for me has to start. I think Matic gave us that defensive stability, so we can't play. I don't want to see McTominay, Fred, and Fernandes because I think we'll be defensively vulnerable. So Matic has to play in front of the back too. And if you're gonna, if you want McTominay, Fred in the team, then I think the only way is this diamond formation. Otherwise, at the very least, you've got to play Matic and Fred as two holding. And then, okay, you can probably put in Fernandes, Greenwood, maybe even a Mata, to be honest, but it might be difficult in this game, maybe in the second half to come on. We'll see. But I'm feeling optimistic. Fingers crossed things will go well, but let's see. If we get this win, we'll continue to push on for top 4. Anyway, thanks everyone for everyone who's watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter at WeUnitedX. And smash that notification button for latest Manchester United news. Let me know what you think, guys. Do you think that Manchester United actually have a shot at beating City, especially with the reinforcements that we have in Bruno Fernandes, in Ighalo, with the positivity that seems to be slowly but surely coming around Manchester United again? And more importantly, can Manchester United get top 4? With likes of Wolves and likes of Spurs dropping points, Arsenal and Sheffield United did pick up points, and Chelsea still to play tomorrow with United. Is imperative that in our next 2 games that we pick up something. I'm not worried about Spurs personally because I think Spurs look trash, and I think we can go to their home and beat them. But I certainly think against City we've got a chance, and if we beat them, I think the momentum swings to Manchester United. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a nice evening, guys, and cheers.